Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome back to Satisfactory 1.0. Betcha! You know it. And in today's episode, of course, we're going to do some steel and maybe some motors. We'll see how we get into fire of that. I've had a terrible migraine headache most of the day, so we're just going to see if we're going to see how long it allows me to play before it shuts me down. Before we get started, of course, big thanks to recent subscribers. Their names are at the bottom of the screen. Of course, to live chat and all those watching later on, I of course appreciate very, very much. You betcha. Hey, we got a little bit to do. Again, I am working on. I literally just got back from the dentist like 45 minutes ago. But for most of the day, I've been working on a screaming migraine headache, which is very rare for me, but it's had me shut down a lot of the day, so we're going to see how we get along anyway. Oh, the rhymes I'm dropping, people. The rhymes I'm dropping. Come on, you have to appreciate it. You have to appreciate it. All right, there we go. Let's load the game. Push the button into things. You got to like it in the early days, people. You know, when you can load the game right from the loading screen and not panic too much. Of course, yesterday, coal power, yes, over that way. And it is working. I've added some to it, so our capacity is a little bit more. Still not enough, but it is what it is. Of course, another thing we did was we, fixed this all up to get frames working. Look at that. We have a box full. We have a box on top with some in it. As a little addition last night, of course, one of the things we had taken out here, we'll talk about that over there in a second, is we needed rotors. And remember, this isn't a motors factory. This is a supply base. So I don't need the rotors to be made quickly, but I need rotors coming in here, and we're also going to need stators to at least make motors. So, of course, we've got that underway. So we actually have this little sideline project going on where it can borrow. I can cut this off at any time. So like when we want to like do metal frames and stuff, we can push all the screws going over into the main factory. But we have this little cutoff here that allows me to divert resources from frames to rotors. And we've just got 3 rotors set up. It's nothing big or special, but it allows it to pump out rotors. And sure enough, hey, look, we got some rotors, and that's a thing. What are we doing today? Well, we're doing this. This is what we're doing. Steel. Again, not all of it, because we can't afford all of it. Too expensive to run it all at once. And we have a coal problem. We have a coal problem. So we're going to go for a little drive, inspect that. But we got to get some steel up and running, people. Because steel equals motors, and motors equals Mark II miners. And Mark II miners means I can get rid of some of my headache. I don't know if it'll get rid of the current headache I have going on here, but we got to fix some of the headaches I got going on with power consumption because there's only so many coal nodes around. So with that, where'd you park there, big guy? Okay, I'm parked over here. So I guess coal is really the first problem of the day and really needs to be addressed. Yep. All right. Sure, he says. Ooh, how much belt do you got on you? You know what? We're going to have to actually take some stuff with us here. So we got to deal with this. We got to get some coal here. Now, no, I can't borrow any coal from the coal power plant because it's running full tilt now. And we'll have a look at that towards the end of the stream, I think, just to show you that we've added a bunch of stuff down there. But that is not now. So what do we got here? You are rods. How many rods you got on you? You have 400. You got 603. I think you got more than enough rods on you, dude. We're okay for that. Looks like I'm going to have to cut that box off. Oh, I do have a second box down there. I guess I'd be all right. Let's see. Then metal plating. And of course, with every new factory, until you've used it half a dozen times, you got to remember where you've got all your stuff. Hey, look at that. We got metal plates all over the place. And I'm going to have to drag these for a while. I wish I could drag, like, I wish it could go so much more, but the 60 coal a minute I get will be what I have to live with for the time being until we can actually get more. There is I don't need screws, but I'm going to need concrete. We should drive up here for a minute. What do you got? 150 biomass on you? It's probably going to do okay, but we'll stop over here for a little concrete, and then we're going to have a small discussion on life as to where I'm going to get this coal from. Okay, not you. Over here, dude. How much concrete you on you? 100. Let's take 1,000. Probably shouldn't need that much. So now, how about we have a look at where we can get some coal? And it's scary. Boop, here we go. There's a coal down here in the bottom right-hand corner of the visible map. There's 4 coal up there. There's a coal right there. It's a pure node, which is nice. That is also a pure node, which is also nice. This coal here is up in the hill, though. Can I don't know. Maybe we try to go that way. All right. Oh, wrong button there. Out to you for a second, dude. Listen. If I go for this coal down here, and this all goes sideways, but I have power running over here already. Oh, by the way, besides the cleanup here, and bringing them rotors on, and laying all this brand new steel, which we're going to play with here in a bit, I also cleaned up a lot of the power lines here, so you'll notice we got clean power lines now running over here. Cleaned up the power lines running underneath as well, so it's much more manageable. Of course, one thing at some point in time we'll want to do here, as I turn down the volume of the game noise a little bit, sorry about that, I didn't realize the tractor was that loud, is we will want to eventually, this is going to be a pain. This is going to be a pain. Yep. Maybe you should just run down here. Just beat these guys up. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, get that out of your hand, because these guys are going to be here, and they're not going to be happy to see you. Excuse me. Okay. That was pretty disastrous, but whatever. Couldn't see through the brush half the time. I've lost the other thing. Darn it. Okay, well, I don't know if I picked it up. Oh, no, there it is. Thank you. Yeah, give it to me. Okay. Where is Mr. Snail since... No, don't fall off the cliff. Yeah, give me him. Might as well take him now. Okay. So you can see we now are using both sides of water. Yes. And hey, look at that. We got more coal power plants down here. Now, we can't turn them all on because, of course, the 4th node is still buried under that rock. But that's okay. We'll make it work. That's what we do. You going to grab that berry? Sure. Why not, he says. You probably could put the tractor back in. Yeah, I could. But this coal is a real pain in the butt. It's like way up there. Like way up there. Like so far up there. Okay. What's your plan for that? Not really got one, dude. We're just going to run over here and might as well show the people the coal power. So we got 3 more online, as you can see. And, of course, those 3 can't go online because we just don't have enough coal for them. These Mark 1 miners and these Mark 1 belts just don't carry that much stuff. Even the Mark II won't carry enough. That's why we need steel today, people. We need steel so we can bring even more power online using the nodes that we already have here. Okay, well, let's find out where that coal is. It's up here in the hill. Yeah, there it is. It is 500 meters away, right up there. It's perfectly fine, he says. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Yep. It's just straight up there. No problem. We're just gonna go up there and go get it. I know where it is. I've been there. I know where it is. I use that coal. In fact, there used to be, I was sure there used to be one back there, and it's not there anymore. And that's really a bummer, because that coal back there, there was a node up in the hill up there, and I think they changed to limestone, and I am not happy about that. Because I could have really used that coal. Anyway, whatever. Sure, he says. Let's go. Yep. We're just going for a walk. A player is not in the way. Just pretend you didn't see that. Do. Yeah, this is just a few meters in the air. Okay. Okay, well, we're getting a little higher now. This is fine. Listen, just because it's a game and it's not reality doesn't mean I like heights, you know. Look, we're still not there yet. Holy smokes. Yup. We're getting there. Oh man, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, everything is fine. Can I bridge over to it now? Yes. Whew. Okay. First get that out of the way. Where's that coal at? No, turn that off. Where's that coal at? $300 meters that way. Really? It's not up one more. I know it's not up one more. Did they really move it that far away? That's so mean. No, I'm just going to ignore that. Okay, we're going to drop ourselves down here a little bit. Carefully. Okay. Sure, he says. We're going to go to Zoop. Zoop something over here to me, would you? Okay, so, we've arrived. So there's iron, and there used to be iron and a whole bunch of stuff up here. Maybe I should check all that. Copper was big up here, too. Yeah, like there's a couple of iron nodes over there. 345, yeah, 4 iron nodes over there. I know there's copper nodes up here, too. Yeah, 100 meters right in front of me. Oh, and guard dogs. Sure there is. Okay, well, let's not mess with them. That's not what we're here for. I need coal, and I think it's this way. Sure. And this is actually a pretty good driving road for most of it. So, no, that's not what we needed. Ugh, really? Please stop hitting the wrong button. 330. I don't remember having to go up one more again. It just really bothers me. And what are you doing? 260, 250? I mean, okay, I can go up one more. I mean, you know. I only brought so many containers with me, though. If I knew I was going to have to go up that high for this coal, I probably would have went to the other location. set up in the purple forest? When did they do that? $217. Yeah, see, I'm really not digging this concept at all. I must admit, like, if it was on this part of the plateau, it's fine because, yeah, okay, the creatures here are nasty, but, you know, you can still kind of get away with it. But, yeah, I'm not beating my brains out over that. Nope. I guess we're off to the other location. That's unfortunate. We've lost 10 minutes here, but it does happen, people. It does happen. Sometimes you got to just go a different direction. Are we going to leave these containers here? Sure we can. Okay, please don't die. Okay, there we go. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Yep, I mean, that's really hard on the eyes, but it's fine. I'm not dying. I'm not falling down. 'Cause pretty sure I wouldn't survive the fall. Yeah, come on, get down here, dude. All right, there we go. All right, well, we'll leave that there as... Holy smokes. Really? You know what? I'm going to leave most of them there, but I am going to take some of them back with me. So what I can do, I can leave the original one there. I'm going to take most of them back. Like that. That way I still get the materials, but I know where I can put containers and use that platform up top if needed. So that's fine. I am perfectly fine with this. Okay, well, darn it. Explosives one day, people. One day. All right, well, I guess it's on to the other location. Means it's too bad because now I got to take a power line along with me, and that's also a pain. Let's build ourselves a car. We'll see if we can't totally not mess this up to get home with. Of course. There we go. And we'll up the crafting bench. We'll throw in the fuel. There we go. Let's go. So yeah, of course, as during yesterday's stream, got a phone call from my dentist, and I needed to see the dentist. There was no way to avoid it. I had a filling that fell out, and I was waiting for his call back. So I had that fixed today, but it was a close call because I woke up today with a screaming, and I mean a screaming migraine headache. It was really bad. I was not feeling well and thought, oh man, what have I done now, right? I am carefully monitoring my situation here, but I really need to get that tooth fixed. It was the cavity which it had fallen out of was rubbing up against my tongue and cutting the side of it, so it had to be fixed. So I was kind of under a lot of pressure to get it fixed today. Okay, obviously, we haven't put in a power network, as I would call it, so we're going to have to fudge this one along a little bit. We'll use these. I'm assuming the coal is over there by the other side of the arch. Oh, yep. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Obviously got to finish them ramps one day, dude. Okay. Yeah, come on, let's go. Wow, I gotta really clean this up. Oh, yeah, this is getting ridiculous. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to clean this all up, dude. Okay. Sure, he says. All right, well, let's get out here for a second. All right, where's that coal at? Pretty sure it's... Well, I know there's one here. I know there's one over here, but I think that one on the right is... So there, that one is there. And that one is there. And both of those, I know one of these is covered by a rock. This one here is a pain to get to, but it's somewhat easier from where we are. It's straight across. Okay, well, so basically, that one is straight south. We can run power wires down here for now. Do. Yeah, it's basically that way. This is a straight south shot, is what this is. I see Mr. Snail all worship King Snail. We don't touch that snail up there because, of course, he is awesome sauce. Go. Okay. Wait until I have to run the belt back for this. This is only temporary. This belt, by the way. It is one of the few weaknesses of starting in grassy fields. The fact that you coal, besides the coal that we've used already, which we are using all of it for power in the coal node, unfortunately is a real pain in the butt. Coal is a bit of a pain in the butt to deal with here. Let's double check our direction. Pretty sure it's that way, right? Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm a little off here. Okay. Yeah, because we're looking for a hill here. Okay, come on, let's go. I got things to do today. Holy smokes. You left the tractor way too far back. Totally inefficient, dude. Like, FICSIT is going to lose her mind. Ada's going to be really upset if I don't get this straightened out. Okay, so here we go. It's funny seeing the terrain like this. I'm so used to seeing this terrain under concrete. Of course, in my largest used map, this here, of course, is all where this is, a large part of this base is like turbo motors and stuff like that, and this is all covered. This is all covered. My original, this area actually has a little bit of a history for me. Right there on that hill is where I built my first. Steel plant. Is right up here. We'll take a 30-second detour here. This is where I built my first steel at, which is actually really cool. Of course, I used that coal over that way where Jeff is flying at the moment. Of course, we're going this way for coal, but this is where I had built my first steel at. These are actual iron nodes. There was limestone nodes right there, so it was good for concrete. The steel was actually right here, where Mr. Bean is. Well, the bean is the far end of the steel, and then the tractor is where this is, and then the coal came from over there. So there's a little history lesson for you people. And then this is like a little ramp that I would come up and down when I first made steel. It was very exciting times. I can't believe that was like half a decade plus ago. that was a while ago. That's for sure. But the coal we want today is right over there on that very dangerous ledge of all the things. Yep, because I just love the torture. Okay. Yep. I mean, I'm sure nothing's going to go wrong here. Okay, so let's get the torture on now. There's a big infinite gully here, chasm, you name it. It's bad. So we gotta. That's a conveyor belt, dude. Yeah. I need you to drag this over here, and this is just temporary. Again, I'm not looking for world alignment or anything like that. I'm literally just trying to get there and back without dying. That's what I want. Okay. And we're going to have to kill creatures. I mean, not people. We have to kill creatures when we get over there. Okay. Yeah, and this is a mess. I wonder if I should cut this down. Try and clean. Where's my chainsaw? There we go. Yeah. Are you serious? We run out of wood now? Like right now? What is the key for that? Yes. Split the stack. split. Put this back in the truck. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking to... I really don't want any hassles coming down into the big gully of death. Like, these rocks are going to be a pain already. I'm going to have to deal with them. So the last thing I want to do is hit a tree, start stumbling down, and fall to my death. Because that's really going to stink. 'Cause something tells me they have not come up with a solution for your equipment that falls through the planet. Which is a big problem, by the way. Like, I wouldn't care if it would just despawn or whatever, but yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so here we go. Hey, big guy, what are you doing? Oh, let's careful. Okay, that's not the right thing. Yep. Okay, you're dead. Whew. Hello, Mr. Node. How are you? Good. Listen, I need you. But we need one of these. And I need one of these. Please tell me we have all the equipment for this, or I'm really gonna be cranky. All right, here we go. Let's go to production, Mark 1. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm gonna just put this piece of concrete in here, just so that I'm really feeling safe. And I'm gonna put another row in here, just because I want to feel really safe. Okay, let's go. We gotta take now. We gotta run like a lot of distance back. So off you go. So what is it you actually do? I think this is a pure node, so it will do 120. I don't have enough reinforced belt to do 120. So we're gonna make do with what we got here. Come on now, find me a location. It's not too long. It's not too long. You're too long. Gee whiz. Anyway, temporary solutions for temporary problems, people. Because this will not be a problem sooner or later, and then we'll carry on from there. Okay, let's see if we can't get this to hook up right. Are you gonna give me? Boy, oh boy, I didn't think it was that short. Okay. Are you saying it surface is too uneven? Well, you're too uneven. You know what? We're gonna do this. If I gotta run this back, I might as well run it all the way back. So, I mean, we'll use the truck as we need it, but right now it's not important. Let's go. Could be slightly shorter to go this way, I guess. You're full of baloney with your too longness. I'm too long. It's too long. It's not too long. So yeah, I mean, you know, I did take the power over one way, and now I'm going the other way with this, but that's fine. Okay. At least if we get steel started, I'll be happy. And it will be very slow, because you need like a lot of coal and a lot of iron to make this work. And this is not a lot by any means. Let's swing this over this way. So yes, this will all need to be cleaned up at some point in time, but oh well. What do you think there, Beanie Boy? That's what I thought. Sure, we'll keep going this way. Probably should try and start bridging some of this stuff. Doesn't really cost you any extra of them bucks. So if you're bridging it around, at least you know you can drive the tractor around here without running into anything. Okay. So we'll make this up here. Where is it? I can't see. I can't see it. Sure, he says. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn that up, darn it. Okay, that's fine. Why can't I not turn that left and right? Why is my scroll wheel not working? Rotate hologram. Scroll wheel up, scroll wheel down. Well, rotate it. Like, what is the problem here today? Whatever. Whatever, I will just ignore that then, because you don't want to do what I want you to do, gosh darn it. It's like, fine, I didn't want you to do that anyway. So as you can see here, I did clean up all the power lines. Obviously, under bases, a little dirty. Don't matter. That doesn't matter to me. Our main goal here, of course, is just to be able to get the resources to where we need them. There will always be belts under the bases, people. Just learn to accept the facts of life. Now, I am going to run up here a little bit. Okay. So, we actually have all these being used, which is a little upsetting, because I am going to actually have to borrow one of these. I'm going to have to borrow one of these, and we're going to have to share two of these off, I think. It is what it is. It is what it is. Where are we going to bring this up at? Oh, now the rotate works. Great. Don't know why it didn't earlier, but whatever. We'll do that there. Okay, what are you buried? What's burying you? Don't know, but we'll soon find out, I guess. So what do you want to do about this, Max? Well. Okay, that did nothing. Good job, though. Let's do, this is a splitter. We'll split this. And we'll merge this. And then we'll get rid of this. And you can do this. It's not too, okay. All right. Well, sure. Do that shape. That's perfectly fine. Okay. So that means that line is now reduced from a 60 to a 30 line apiece. That's really bad. But hopefully the first things we'll do with steel is to try and push it to, we're going to try and get motors out of this somehow. Holy smokes. It's going to be fine, Max. It's going to be fine. Okay. Sure. You say that. A creature is in the way. I know! Go away! I know, a creature is in the way. Alright. While he's walking around enjoying life, let's try to make things happen here. No, it's not there. It's over here. I was pretty sure it was over there. Really? I thought I left myself a little bit of an escape route here. I guess I didn't? Sure I did. I guess I did not. Well, I have now. Okay, so there's our steel setup. And that's a drill. And yes, the entrance is where we want it. Okay. So it's not pretty, but it will work. So, organization, logistics, Mark 1 conveyor, because Mark 1's all we're going to need for these right now. Sure. And again, all we're really trying to do here is get enough that we can push the research into... No, you don't need that much. You just made a mess on that, didn't you? Yup. Okay, you can just do this in for the lower one, dude. All right, so these are just temporary hookups. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we're not even bringing enough in to feed 2 machines here, much less 3, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the belts out of these 2 for now. So it only feeds the first 2 machines. And then that will at least make iron for that. Now these are going to be... now these are all supposed to be steel pipes. But as you can see here... Like, we're not making enough for that. So we're just gonna combine. Like, we're just gonna do this little weird combination thing, where we just set these machines up temporarily. Now, again, this is basically set up so as we can expand later, right? So this little steel setup is gonna allow me to at least get the research components coming in. I don't know how far coal is. I mean, coal could still be some distance away, right? But the iron is here, right? You guys are filling up on the iron. Yep, they're happy. I have 3 coal on me. Look at that. There's an ingot. Yay! And those ingots are going to travel out. It's fine. He needs 30 steel ingots. We're going to get our first... Well, I'm not even going to get my first pipe because this is a splitter, so 2 of the ingots are going to go into that machine. Let's put the tractor down to see how far our coal has come along. Let's do that. There we go. Bump, bump. And we'll put our... Did it recombine it when I picked the tractor up? Probably. Yeah, it did. All right, that's fine. All right, let's go find out how far the coal is. See how far across the plains it is. So I am still a big supporter, though, of having your starter base here in the grasslands. Not because you're wussy or because it's easy or anything like that. The reason is that you will want all the pure nodes you can get and all the better nodes later on. Hey, coal's right there. Awesome. You're going to want as much of the good stuff later for your big factories and other places. Your starter base and your starter/supply base, really, you know, you don't want to be using your starter/supply base being supplied by pure nodes. As much as possible. Yes, if there's a pure node nearby, that's great, but you know, we'd rather have it being used. We'd rather have them nodes being used for something else. You know what we should do? We should go for a drive. Oh, good. Where are we going? Well, turns out I need some criterium for research, and so it's time to go for a drive for a criterium node. Now, I could walk there, but I do know there's a path to drive there. If we take a little drive up here. And I usually build a ramp later on to do this going the other way, but, okay, so we have to make a left turn here somewhere. Is this where it is? It's always a little hard to remember. No, see, it's a little weird in here. Yeah, see, you gotta... The path starts, but it starts right after these trees, and it's a little hard to find. Pretty sure that's not it. And this is why I always make my own path later on, but we'll scoot in here a little bit further. Really? Give me a break, tree. All right, here we go. Little off-roading, never hurt anybody. All right, hey, there we are. All right, we're good. Boom, down the hill. So usually what I do is I usually make a path. Oh, did they make a change here? Wait a minute. Well, let's just keep driving. Yeah, so here's the path, right? They did make a change here. No. I gotta go back. Really? You can drive up here now? No. Okay, well, there's a criterion thing. Okay, okay, yes, they did, and no, they didn't. This path actually kind of half existed before, but there's the little cliff face that I usually build like a little bit of a ramp down. Wow, they actually did make some changes here. I like these changes. A couple reasons. One, well, these rocks have to be cleaned up. This is a mess. All right, so, yeah, all right, so here's the hill I usually would drive up, right? And then at the top of this hill, right, I'm assuming the cliff is still here, the mini cliff, right? Yeah, so I would still have to build my path down here. I don't think there's no real way. Now, don't get me wrong, you can use that little incropping to get around. So this part is still the same, but they didn't kind of make that a little bit better there. I like that. All right, so we got to go back down here a little bit because we got to cheat through there. Yes, I could just steal that criterium there. Oh, by the way, there's some bacon. Bacon. Yeah, we might as well grab that. I already did the initial research with it last night while I was working on that. Holy smokes. I see there's a little more bacon over there, but I'll get that afterwards. All right, what is going on here? There are way too many rocks in here, dude. And this area, I know this little cavern area here fills up full of spiders at night, so I really don't want to be in here for any length of time. Criterium is right up here, hanging out right across there. It looks like it's still there. Yes? There is a little node right behind me. I can probably grab that. But there is the actual criterium there. Maybe we'll just grab the node that's behind me here, and then we'll drive it back. By that time, we should start to have actually our first steel being made. All right, so let's just grab this node. I mean, we know it's here. Hello. Yep, can I have that? How much is it? I need 25. Yeah, not enough. Okay. So, I guess I'm running out here anyway. Yeah, 21 doesn't cut. Now, I think I do actually have 9 in the box, but all that does is give me the scanner, so that still doesn't do squat for me. Look, I just need you to get out there. I just need to get out there. Can we get out there, please? Thank you. Holy smokes. Okay, and can we have a ramp? All right, ramp. Yeah, and zoop. There we go. Just need to do a little mining. Everything is fine. Oh yeah. Might as well grab about 100 of it. That way we can do all the research we need. And I can't remember how. I think you got to make some wire, right? So you got to make like 25 wire or something like that after you get it. So we'll just grab 100 and some. It'll be fine. All good in the neighborhood. All right. Sure, he says, as we continue to work forward on the master plan of the master planny things. I'm sure it's going to be just fine. All right, what do you got? 102? Well, I guess. All right, I guess I'm going to just magically stop at 102. It's so different to see it all in its natural state before I destroy it. It's because, I mean, you got to remember in my mega map, I mean, this is all just one big factory, right? I mean, down there would be like what 300 300 things, right? Leave a portable miner here. Oh, I could do that. Yeah, I thought that's actually a good idea. We could actually leave a portable miner here. Gee, I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You betcha. I hope it's a great day. And, yeah, we could actually leave a portable miner here. Yeah, we'll build one of those. Yeah, there we go. Okay, take this, do this. Throw this in your hand for a few seconds. Do, and boom. There. Have a good time. Don't forget to call, dude. All right, we'll leave that there and we'll get out of here. Okay, so that'll at least mine up another 100 for us, and we'll, you know, at some point in time, if we need to grab it, we can come back and grab it. Get rid of that. Do this. Okay, so now we should at least have some basic steel being made. You know what you didn't do? Make a box. Darn it. So all it being made will be done if you don't get back really fast to make a box to shove it into. Oh man, these rocks are really bad. All right, here we go. Okay, we're on the way back. Here we go. Yeah, it's so weird being here without anything being here. Like I said, I mean, in my other maps, this is covered. This you know, this is where, like I said, there's 300 copper refineries here, making mega copper ingots everywhere, right? You know, between electronics and the supercomputers, and you're gonna have to drive over this way a little bit because you hit the nuggets. It's really bummer. Okay, well, let's get up here. We gotta give these guys something to work on, right? Here we go. Here we go. Do it. Yeah, well, we like to see the machines moving around. Okay, do that for the moment. Hey, you're not filled up yet. Yeah, they only got 5. 5. Oh, 14. Hey, there you go. What do you got, 11? Whatever. And again, 62. Yay, us. Hey, we got stuff. We got stuff. You guys are doing really good, right? Yeah, and this is no surprise. Again, these lines aren't even close to being capacity related for all this equipment yet. So Mark II miners is the goal. Mark II miners, Mark III belts. Let's take a rundown here. We'll get it up on the screen, see what it is we need, right? And to get Mark II miners, we need motors. So let's have a look at see what it's got to say. Advanced steel production, miner Mark II, stators and motors. You bet. Encased industrial beam. I'm sure we'll need that in a second. Well, we don't need the Mark III yet, so don't even look at that, dude. You need one. All right, well, let's do it. Select that. So how many pipe you got? 76? That's not enough. All right. Let's go drop off a few things here, and then we'll collect the rest. Frames I got 100 frames. I got 200 rotors, and I got the concrete, no problem. We look good here. Always makes me happy to see that the boxes are not empty. So we're looking good on that. We'll run over here. We'll grab... let's actually hit the MAM here for a second, since I just got that criterion back here. Make that happen. Do that. Do this. Start research on that. Yay! And what do you need? New shop products.
Research completed.
Oh yeah, so now I need to make 50 ingots.
Unlocked.
Yeah, so you need 150.
You
need 150 to do it. That's fine. Well, we actually have Mr. Miner over there. He's making me. He's going to dig out 100 under the ground, and there's my 52 plus 9. So that will be more than enough. Then I can do that. Is this just iron ore? Yeah, throw that away. It's junk. Let's go grab my frames. Actually, I can probably grab, throw the concrete in there. Throw the concrete in there. Yeah, but we got to go grab the rest. All right, well, that's fine. Whip. Here we go. Do it. Okay, so, whoop. Turns out frames and rotors right here. 200 rotors, huh? Boom, boom. Look at that. 69. Nice. Look at this. Frames. Boom, boom. Oh, I need 200 rotors, right? Did I grab 200? One. Yes. 200. All right, we're good. We good. And the concrete is fine. Okay. Oh, I do need the 100 pipe, though. There is that. There is that. 76. 24 more pipe. Okay. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Look at that. 70 more pipe. Boom. Do it, baby. Yes. Steel beams. Give it to me. More pipe, more beams, more beams, more pipe. I should really try and set up a temporary box here. Which way am I going to run this? Are we going to do steel setup over here? I guess so. All right. So we'll run these mergers this way. Okay. 3 and you don't need the fourth one. And again, this box is this setup here. Yes, this entire setup is made for pipes. These 4 machines are going to do pipes. Those 9 machines, 369, those 9 machines are going to do steel plates. These are going to do the steel pipes. But I'm just having it do all the things here because, again, the incoming numbers are too low to actually run run these machines in any great large amounts. Whatever. Encroach on that. Here, do that, would you? Just shove stuff into the box for now, dude. And I love how the tractor lights work when you're not in the tractor, but the tractor lights don't work when you're not in the tractor. It's weird. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. Okay. Here, you can have that. Boom. Talk to me, Ada.
Milestone reached. The Miner Mark II allows extraction of resources from nature to FICSIT at twice the speed of the Mark I model.
Thank goodness.
Miners can be directly upgraded to Mark II without removing the Mark I model, just like conveyor belts and other upgradable infrastructure. Unfortunately, setting up the production of advanced steel parts and project part number 3, automated wiring, will not be as easy. Every moment you delay reduces the chances of saving humanity.
She's really pushing that humanity thing, huh?
It would only demotivate you.
I will not show you the predictions. Holy smokes. Yay, Mark II miners, you betcha. Let's have a look at that. Because, of course, obviously we can't make them. 2 miners. Yeah, we need encased industrial beams. I have the frames. We just need encased industrial beams. Boom. Mr. Johnson. I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You betcha. Encased industrial beams and things. Sure, he says. It's all fine. We really got to upgrade some stuff. Right? All right, so we'll just put that here for a second. Darn it. It's an assembler item. Okay, that's fine. Just a second. Assembler. Yep, give me that. Encased industrial beams, 3 and 6. Concrete galore, he says. Holy smokes. Well, I mean, this was going to start getting ugly no matter what I did. What are the numbers? You get 6 a minute. You need 18 steel beams a minute and 36 concrete a minute. Wow. The amount of stuff you need, he says. Well, suck it up, Buttercup. Okay, so the concrete will come from there and from down there. Sure. We're going to need these to actually go a lot faster then, because this is going to be slow. So Mark II for everybody, but we need to get encased industrial beams up and running first. Sure. We'll do the 3 on the end. All right. Busy morning. Just remembered you'd be on. Yeah. No. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to play today. My intention is to play, I don't want to say every day, but mostly every day for the first little while. And I got up this morning and I had a terrible, and I mean a really bad migraine headache. And I still actually have somewhat this headache. It's backed off, but my head is still under a lot of pressure. So it's not done, right? If you can say it that way. It's just sitting there going, yeah, I'll be glad. I'll tear you apart any second if you give me a hard time. So it is what it is, but yeah, right. So anyway, nevertheless, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to play, but then it kind of came around good enough to actually do something, and I was like, okay, well then, we'll give it a shot, see how it goes, right? Okay, so Mr. Assemblers, you guys are gonna come out. I'd like these to come out. Wait a second, I'll put the assembler down. And how many do you need? 18 a minute. And you spit out how many? 15 a minute. Well, of course the number's got to be stupid. Really? Okay. You guys you guys got together in a meeting somewhere and you just couldn't come together on an agreeable number at all? Fine, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Mergers it is. Let's get this out. I mean, we're probably going to have to, I would say handcraft, but we're probably going to have to hand feed our first ones anyway. But I might as well set this up first. Get this kind of functional. Okay, yeah, well, it is what it is. The first thing I'd like to do is increase power production, right? Get more of this online is what I want to do with my first Mark II miners, right? So... Okay, and... Okay. Alright, so... 15, 30, 45. 2 is 90. 3 is 130? 125? Why does that sound right? 90 plus 45 is 135. All right, which is still more than 120. Darn it. Anyway, it's not important for the moment, but we are going to need some Mark II for this. So, Mark II, please. And I could probably reset that back to Mark I until you got to this side of the thing. But then this would have to be Mark II, and this here would actually have to be Mark III, but I won't worry about wasting steel belt on this for now. I'll just make this happen. So what I'll do is I'll actually set these back to Mark I's just to get that plate back. Later on, when you know how it is later on, and like you'll have, you've got like 9 zillion aluminum, right? And you can afford to waste, you can make Mark V belt all over the place, and it doesn't care if it's only carrying 5 items an hour. You'll use Mark V belt because you got so much aluminum. But in these early days when everything counts, it's like, okay, this belt only needs to hold 15, so why would I use Mark III on this when Mark I will work just fine, right? And then this is like, okay, well now, like 15, 30, 45. Well, okay, but 60 is here, right? So I can't use this belt now. So this has to be Mark II belt, right? It's funny. It's funny in the early game about how you about how things get perceived. 1, 2. Sure, we'll do it that way. And then 1, 2. There we go. So, yep. And then these ones are going to have to be Mark II to get across because, because like I said, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. There we go. Yeah, you gotta Mark II these ones across, and I will have to upgrade those to Mark III when I get enough steel belt together to do that. Okay, so now they'll come down here. They're gonna come out. We're gonna go into a box. Are you gonna try and put the box in the air like you just don't care? Okay, cool. How much hassle is that gonna be? Probably enough. All right, well, let's do it though. Crawl! Penny pincher. That's right. I am. You know what? Some people call me cheap or, you know, whatever. I consider myself to be frugal. I don't think there's anything wrong with being frugal about things, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being frugal. Just because I save a few bucks, a few pennies on things, I don't think makes me a bad person. It just means I'm more conscious about the material I have. You know? Because it turns out money doesn't grow on trees, gosh darn it. And, you know, that's important. Okay, there we go. Think of the future. Think of the future. Yes. Think of all the spend it all. Spend it all. You betcha. You bet. And these are gonna have to be upgraded to Mark IIIs, obviously, because. All right. Well. Mark II. There we go. Now, this is where we want to start. Okay, so... Oh, Mr. Rocket's back. Rocket Man! How are you going to get the concrete over here? Are we going to run it underneath and then bring it up through the floor? I could probably bring it up through the floor over here. It's probably okay. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way, and then we'll just run it up over this. So this will be my bottom row stuff. Let's get the assemblers out. And doop. Can I get it down here fast enough? Sure, he says. So this is going to be my main throughfare. Can we move that back a little bit? Seems like I'm wasting an awful lot of space here. Okay, let's try that. Here, give me that. Yes, I am trying to make like a little spacer here, but maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe, yeah. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do this flat. We'll do this flat here and then just run it this way, because I'd like to have a roadway that runs through the base, so as I can go up the hill, down that way towards the valley, or up into the in the gaslands and all that stuff through here, right? So we will do it that way instead. So we need a storage container. Flip. Right to about. I'd like to try and use this container at the same time as a start for that. Are you going to be smart enough to figure this out today? Well, you would be if I didn't put the box in backwards, you goof. All right, well, that's fine. Doop boop. Okay. Sure. Somewhere's around there. Okay, do this. And again, I do have Mark III will happen soon enough. Okay, so R, boom. Are you gonna be smart? Yeah, do that. Nice. Okay, so now I'm hoping I can just run we can just run these here. Grab this, grab that. Okay. How do we want to handle this? Okay, so you're going to be on the bottom. You're going to be on the top. Splitters. Okay. Turn it the right way. Okay. Let's test this. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. I don't think that's far enough back. Pretty sure it isn't. No. Okay. We're gonna move you out at least by 1. Give me the machine. Thank you. Okay. So there is no goods. I think I'm gonna have to still move it out by 1 more. Okay. You want to try there? Yes. And does that give me the 2-way? All right. That will still give me like 2.5 road marks. All right. So is that going to work for us? You and yes, that's perfect. We'll take that, right? Perfect. I will take that. So let's go. Let's see. How many do I need? I think I only need 8 of these, 9 of these, 8 of these. I don't know. I don't have my chart up. Where's my chart? Where's the chart and the things? Let me get my chart. Do that. Do this. Right. Heavy modular frames. Yay, us. Do this. The recipe is this. 4. I only need 4 of these. Really? Well, 5 actually. You need 5 of these. But fine. Okay. 4 it is. Well, 5. 5 it is. All right. Flip, flip. Yeah, there we go. 3. It's actually 4.2, so I'll just put 5 in and be done with it. Okay. Now I guess, see, I do things like this. I don't really need it, but it does make it nicer to just kind of walk around. I don't know. Let's do this. Flip, flip. I need you going the right direction here. So that's that one, and then 1, 2, 3, and then there's that one, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Of course, the end one will always be like barely running, but doesn't really matter at the end, I guess. Okay, so you're going to be the hot sauce of the hot saucy things. This again will need to be upgraded to Mark III at the start, and then we can downgrade it actually as it gets through here. So you can probably get downgraded to Mark II because again, end of the day, much of this won't get there. Let's get we'll get these in as well. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah, see, ran out of plate. Never good. All right, well, you've run out of plate, but you haven't run out of belt. So let's make that happen. You can probably use all Mark 1 for this, right? Yeah, 18 and 36. So that's the thing. Like, we don't need to. I don't need Mark II belt to run into these things. So encased industrial beams. Okay. I must say, Mark IV belt stinks. The cost is really bad. I say that, but I mean, I will use some of it until we can get aluminum. Okay. Do this, and then hook you up to... Stop that! Why does that look so weird? Oh, because you didn't do the first one. Okay, everything is fine now. Alright. And we gotta go get plates to finish the last two. Alright. Plates should be right close by. These are frames, but the plates are, well, okay, they are running. They are down here a little bit. These are rods. Right? Yeah, these are rods. Those are rods. And then these are the frames, right? I'm really gonna have to start until I remember more of where I've got everything built. Gee whiz. Okay. Yay, us. Good job. It will be fine. It'll be fine. I'll remember all of it one day. One day, it'll be just like the other maps. You know, you've got a few thousand hours on it, and, you know, you'll know where every nook and cranny is and what machine isn't working right, and blah, 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 and all the things. One day. You really don't need to be using Mark II for these. You know that, right? Yeah, but whatever. This was the Mark II that you needed to use. So, this is going to be for the concrete. Alright, and... sure. So, concrete. Yup. Are we going to sneak it underneath? Yup. Okay, go to 7. Is that where we want that? Yeah, I guess so. So now we're gonna run straight down here. Somewhere's around there, I guess. Doesn't seem high enough, but I mean, I'm okay with it. Sure. All right, well, let's get this concrete over here because it's a thing. And yes, I could build a thing over it, but we'll sneak it underneath just for funds. Like I'm not sneaking enough stuff underneath the ground already. Listen, don't be getting too crazy with this. Again, we'll have to upgrade these lines later, right? So conveyor Mark 1. Sure, somewhere around there. Okay. Okay. And now we need to go that way for a bit. Okay. Okay, why are you twisting like that so weirdly? Oh, build mode. That's why. I was gonna say, don't do that. You look really goofy. No. Okay, that's where we want to go. Sure, he says. I suppose it couldn't just swing on up there. I will say they did some weird... The way they did the update with belts is a bit wonky. Yeah, I can't say I'm a big fan of it. But, you know. No, I need you to do that the other way, dude. Okay, how are you going to do that? Well, you're going to run up here, and you've got to have a belt coming off of that to convince it that it's got to go the other way. Okay, stop it. Okay. Sure. Give me this. And we're going to run this over here. Don't tell me it's too long. I told you not to tell me that. Whatever. And yes, I will put Mark II belt on the toolbar at some point in time. But I'm still using just too much Mark I right now to really worry about it that much. There we go. All right. There, that should convince our friendly neighborhood elevator here to do the right direction for me. Yes. Oh, yep. Well, that was close. Good thing you didn't fall too far. So, can you now do it? Sure you can. There we go. So now what we want to do is we're going to modify things a little bit. Now, you got to remember, we're not producing enough steel here yet. I mean, we're not even using these machines on the far end. So, like, we've just got a bunch of steel down there in the box. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to throw it in this box temporarily so as we can feed these machines to get encased concrete coming out. Okay, so as we can get motors underway, right? Let's go to the crafting bench for a minute. We'll grab steel out of Mr. Box here, take it down there, because that's where he needs to go anyway. I want to hold on to some of that steel from Mark III, but we'll worry about that afterwards. Yeah, like we've only got 78, 115 total, right? We got some pipes, whoop-de-ding-doo. But yeah, we're barely making enough to scratch ends meet here. So really what I'm going to do is probably just shove it all into one machine and let it make encased industrial beams out of that. Boop, like that. And of course, why isn't the concrete coming in here? Oh, because there's no power yet, you goof. Relax. Right. Don't panic. Panic if I want to, mister. Because I'll tell you right now, I was going to panic. Yeah. How do you want to do this? Do you want to run the power poles on top? All right, cool. We haven't done anything crazy like that in a while. Sure, he says. Okay. Get that one. Excellent. And yes, that should now start making us encased industrial beams. Oh, look. Really? Dude! No. Don't you give me that stuck stuff. You let me out of here. All right, there we go. All right. So you're going to make me some encased industrial beams, right? Yes, you are. Let's actually head on over here for a second. First things first, where's our Mark II minor things? So we're going to make encased industrial beams. We've got, we'll pick up some frames. We'll grab a few miners. And then I say the first, I could upgrade the miners here. I should upgrade the miners at the power plant first. Don't be a goof. All right. If you upgrade the miners at the power plant, you can then increase power and we get more of this online. Okay. While we're thinking about it, power. Coal generated power, which means you need more of that. So can I have a couple? We'll take 200 of those. Drive down here. See, I am slowly coming around to where everything is. Metal plating should be right here. How much of that do we got? Let's sort this out. You got 800 of that, 800 of that. Okay. We're going to need some wiring. Don't need screws. I will say it's kind of funny that you hardly ever use any screws in like most of the stuff you make, right? I guess it's just held together by magically delicious stuff. We'll stop here for some rods. We're actually pretty good for rods, 600. I actually got 400 wire on me, so let's see. Production. All right, so power. I do have 3 non-working generators down there, but we may need to add more. So 200, 444, 5. That also means you need probably more water. You don't have bi-directional valves yet, though. That stinks. You do have pumps, though. I mean, it's not the best, but pumps will work in a pinch if you don't have valves. So, yikes. Okay. Oh, that's a real... No, you're not going to put 4 of those in just for a single pump. You might as well just put in 3 more pumps. All right, so then... We would need another... I better take another 100 rotors with me, and we need some of that. We'll run over here. Alright, so bump. I mean, shouldn't need any more than 600. I wouldn't think. What do you got? We're at 444. Okay, that'll give us 600. What do we got there? 330. Pack that away because we shouldn't need any more than that. Go put your slug away. You don't need that. And you probably don't need most of this excess food junk. Oh, don't drive off the side of the road. That'd be bad. Yeah, upgraded coal. You betcha. I'm all about that coal upgrades, people. Put your slug away. Right. You know what? You can put that away. Okay, well, maybe take some of them with you? Sure, we'll take 50 of them. You can put that away. You can put that away. Sure. Okay. Didn't I just put a slug away? All right, never mind. Okay. So... water pumps. We already got concrete down there. I got like 2,000 concrete down there. I'm not too worried about that. What are you doing? 30 beams, he says. Right? Yep. Well, you got 30 beams. That's the 3 miners you can do down there. Are you short? 22 and 3. Yeah, you're gonna run out. Doesn't really matter what I do. All right. Well, that'll at least get me the. That's gonna get me. Let me see how many more we got here. I doubt there's very much, but 21. Psh, whatever. All right. Well, we'll throw it in. At least it's 21 more encased industrial beams that I didn't have before. While we go upgrade this coal. Okay, here, you can have that. All right, I'll be back. Frames. You better grab a few frames. Better grab a few frames. They're right here. Yep. That's 100 frames. You shouldn't need any more than like 30, right? Yeah, you only need 30. We got more than enough pipe, though. We're good there. All right, well, let's go. We'll see what we can do with what we got. You know what? I am going to take extra. Really? You're so slow when you back up. Yeah, to this dude. I am going to take extra of reinforced beams because I want to try and upgrade as much of this line to Mark II as possible. And yes, I can't really afford a lot more than that, but we'll see how it goes. All right. But the whole point is to bring all this online, right? We can't bring it all online because we don't have the power. And yeah, I guess I could throw down more biomass burners all day, but it would be nice to not depend on them all the time. All right, let's venture down the side of the cliff face where I will probably lose the vehicle again. Gee whiz. Vroom. There we go. Oh, easy now. Listen there, little sugar cube. I need you to pucker up and just hang on because this cliff drive is crazy. All right, here we go. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Yeah, don't you dare fall off the cliff. I will lose my mind. Okay, there we go. Do. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're good. We's good. We's good. Okay, and we're out of here. Nice. Not ready to build. What? Oh, come on. I mean, that it's part of the adventure. You can't, you know. I mean, I'm sure one day we can build a road down, but yeah, it's part of the adventure taking that path, right? I mean, it's all part of the challenge to see whether I make it or not. Okay. So. Excuse me. That's right. Guys, guess what? No matter what I do here, I didn't bring Mark III with me. I don't have Mark III belts with me. So, upgrading these guys isn't going to do squat. I mean, yes, it will do squat. I say that. Well, I mean, I just got to run more belt. Never mind. It'll be fine. First of all, oh, you know what you didn't do? You didn't make enough miners, did you? Nope. You're not upgrading squat until you do this, dude. Now, I'm not sure how it hands them back and forth, but we're about to find out. Mark II miner, do it. Not you. Yes, you. Boom. Aw, yeah. Nice. Okay. Really? You're not going to give me that other one back, huh? Okay, whatever. Okay, now... so now what we can do is we can give all 6 of these machines their first row. 6 5s is 300. I got to bring up more water before I do any other changes here. Well, let's go finish upgrading the. Let's finish the upgrade with stuff. It will come. My brain will work in a second. Just give me a minute. My brain will work. It will be fine. I'm just temporarily upgrading these. This isn't going to make any difference. Because again, I got to be somewhat careful here. We don't want to be knocking all this offline. All right, so we gotta bring up 2 more sets of pipes. Yup. Do you want to drive the truck at least part of the way there? Okay. That's probably far enough. Okay, See, if we had valves, I could put a double valve on this and then just put in 2 more, but I don't. So I will have to put 3 more in for now and then do it that way. Okay, somewhere around there. Okay, and then you, and you, There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Sure, he says. Okay. Where do I want to put this? Okay, I guess I should put it right up against the line. All right, that's fine. Right up, yep, right up against the line. Excellent. Let's go. Just swimming around in the water. We're in the water. Oh, gosh darn it. Whatever. Give me that. I am in the water. Water. Don't you, give me a break with that too long. Are you serious? Fine. We'll look this way. It's dumb. Whatever. Okay. Run this up here. That is where that, yep, that's where that goes. Okay. Really? Oh, I didn't realize I'd gone that far. Never mind. Do that. Okay. Right about here. Okay. Right there. Looks good. All right. You can do this. Sure. Now, we're going to switch that Mark II. This will be Mark II. That means we can run 6 more on this side. I think. Maybe. He'll be fine. He'll be fine, Max. We'll be fine. All right, yeah. Give me the chainsaw. Oh, guess what you don't have? Fuel for the chainsaw. It'll be all right. Let's just hope it. Oh, I knew you wouldn't do it. I knew it. You're a bum. Whatever. Okay. I suppose the car's like way too far away. Crafting bench. And the only reason I'm coming over here is because I have this bench here, so at least if I know where all my benches are and I don't lose them all. Okay, here we go. Can you please make me stuff? Here, do this. Here, can you do this? Holy smokes. Slower than I expected. Let's get that other miner out of my inventory by, what we'll do there is I'll throw out some leaves. I'm going to get that other miner out of my inventory by upgrading the other Mark II. So let's get this out. At least if the other one's upgraded, then it's one, because then miners just eat up inventory space like crazy. So I'll upgrade the other one at least to Mark II, and then I'll get the rest of the coal in. We'll be back for you, buddy. One day. Okay. Suppose I gotta... No, I'm not going to do that. I would rather do this. I'll get it back this way. I was going to say, I'm not making another miner to get a miner back to then just ruin my whole thing. That's just going to make a mess. So... let's see. Yep, give me that. Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2. There we go. And then we're going to Mark 2 this down this way. I know. Sorry, guys. I cut you off. Oh, well, you got enough coal going on in there anyway. You'll be fine. Oops, you haven't hooked this up to power yet, though. Okay, off you go. Yeah, do the spinny things. Okay. Yeah, do the spinny things. Yeah, dig in there big time, dude. Dig in. Spit that stuff out. I need these to all fill up really fast. In fact, I probably should fix these guys up first. They're kind of ready to go. I just need to plug them in. They're just not plugged in, right? So what you should do is fix these guys up first. So if anything goes wrong, you're good to go. There you go. Look at you being smart for once. Okay. And again, these coal power plants are being quite fussy. If you find that you're putting coal power plants down and they don't seem to be working, just delete and reattach the belt network to them. I don't know what it is about them, but several of these plants I've had to delete and then reattach the lines to them. They will not accept coal on the first round, and then they shut off. I don't know why that is. Some sort of bug that it's got going on, right? So I'm going to hook these all up. Boom, bum, bum, like so. And of course, this guy should be pumping out 120, right? Yeah, get rid of that thing for a minute. Right, so you're doing 120, right? Yes, you are. Good job. And each of these is eating 15 a minute. If everything's running fine, right? So it's 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. And then I should be able to put 2 more in here. But I can't because the pipe only holds 300 water. And each of these factories takes 50, right? So as you can see, you can only actually... Even though you think you can run 8, you can only run 6 on a pipe, right? So you can see here, we're just barely keeping up. So yes, if you want to run another whole set of pipes for just 2 more power, you could get the coal out of it, but it's really not worth it. So we're going to leave that as that is. These should start coming online. Nice. So that's actually added to our power already. So now I can go finish fixing up that extra water line for this side, and then we'll run that, and then we'll separate these 2 into their own separate lines. One will run these 6, and then we'll add 6 more onto there, and that will be 18. That should give us more than enough power to run that factory, plus upgrades of the Mark IIs for the rest of them. You got to go put a pump on this, though. I know that. And we also got to plug it in. That's a thing. Yeah. All right. Okay, do this, do that. Okay. Sure. Where am I putting them? On the edges? All right, that's fine. There's one. There's two. There's three. Okay, we need one of these. Okay, now this is going to get a bit dirty because I'm going to get rid of this wire for a second. Please don't hate me. Don't hate me. Oh yeah, you're going to hate me. Sure, do this. Do that. Do this. And get these back online. Sure, this is fine, he says. So you're pounding away. You're pounding away. You're slowly filling up with water now, right? Yes, you are. So you'll start pounding away here shortly. Anytime now. Feel free. Gee whiz. What's going on down here? This isn't like some sort of vacation break or something, is it? Oh, yes, because you're a bum. You only hooked one of these in, you goof. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now we can get things rolling. There we go, because that's important. All right. Yes, more water, more better, more things. There we go. Yeah, expand all the stuff. There we are. Dun, dun, dun. I'm actually going to save the game here for a second. I realize it's going to do an autosave. Okay, 006. It'll probably do an autosave here in about 10 minutes, but yeah, you just never know, especially after that crash yesterday. I'd like to at least try not to lose all the work I've got done, because I do have everything set up for 2 hours. So I would cry a lot if I lost all that work. Okay, so now we got pumps pumping away. Yep. Turn this around. Turn it this way. Let's go. Oh, don't drive off the edge. Oh, what a nice save. That was a good save, dude. All right. Sure, he said. Save. That was a save. Now, how do you want to do this? I think I'm going to actually run the second pipe out here. I'll run the second pipe out here. And what we'll do is we'll play shuffle. We'll play shuffleboard with this. I might hate myself later for this, but don't run it in front of that. Don't be a goof. Sure. Because you're really going to hate yourself if you do that. And we're on the line. Okay. Yep. Okay, gone too far. Sure you have. It's just fine. Okay, so right about... Oh, darn it. Oh, good. We can get back up here. All right. We can get back on here, right here. Okay. So we don't want it to go any further than that anyway. And then... somewhere's around here. Yep, that's exactly what we'll do. Okay, we'll bring this one up to here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're gonna hate me for 10 seconds. but don't hate me for too long because I don't want to lose all my power. Okay, there we go. Oh, you put that in the wrong spot, you goof. Okay, now you're going to hate yourself even longer now. Sure you are. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, it is what it is now. You've probably lost a bunch of power somewhere, so we'll deal with it as it goes. Okay, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. It's fine. Right? Well, it's not that bad. Everything looks alright. Alright, so now we can put our new 6 in. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, I need you, please. 6. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. I need a chainsaw. I need a chainsaw. Beep beep. Boom. Six. Okay. Excellent. And this pipe, we can just run that straight in. Can't we? Yes, we can. Because there won't be any more after that. Because there's not enough coal here to run any more after that. I could push these to Mark 3s later on, but chances are, if I'm doing that, I'm probably using the coal for something else anyway. Okay, do. Oh, come on. Really? You're gonna give me the hard time, are you? Alright. Fine. It's funny how one side I did, the other side it doesn't. Whatever. There you go. Okay. Then we get to go back, plug in all the toys, because that's important. There we go. Okay, so now can you do it? Thank you. Okay, so now what we need is I need to cut that one off. This one can keep supplying these ones. That's fine. This setup is fine, but I need to cut that one off. Sure. Do not destroy everything. So see, it's we don't need this one here anymore. This one can just keep coming through the merger and just keep feeding itself, right? This will now become part of the new 6 over there. In fact, I can probably turn it this way. It probably doesn't need to be turned that badly. What do you mean, missing encased industrial beam? Oh, it's right there. Why is that like that, Max? I don't know. You've got 6 biomass. No, I don't. I need my encased industrial beams back. They're more important. Okay, boom. There we go. Say, who cares about 6 biomass? Nobody. It's who? You better hook that into power, though, before you get too excited. There. Now you can have this. Okay. We'll slap that right there. And 6 splitters, please. Do you want to do this like down the center like the other ones? Probably a better idea. Alright. Alright, well, let's get the splitters in first. Let's do that. Yeah, where's my cool little line? You're not going to give me the cool little line? All right. I was going to say, you're kind of ripping me off here, aren't you? You don't need... all right, so we got the other ones on top of the box, so I guess we can do that same here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've miscalculated somewhere. Okay, so that's 4. So flip, flip, flip. And then this is going to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm still off by 1. All that effort didn't matter. That's fine. Whatever. Okay. Do that. Holy smokes. Yeah, get out of my way. Beep, beep. Say, why is it? It's because you got all these pillars and things all over the place. Holy smokes. So now we need a splitter here. Yep, stare at me right there, dude. There we go. Now, Mark II, please. All right, and if we take you and shove you into this, it's not going to do anything. And you know why? Because you have to go hook up the power lines to the front of it. All right. Oh, no, it's starting to get dark. No, 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 no. All right, here we go. Yep. Where are we doing that? On the line? On the line it is, he says. Okay. Yeah, it's getting dark. You're in trouble. Because you know what happens in the dark. That's right. The bad spider guys come out and they eat you and you die and it's crazy. Yes. Fire up, big guy. Okay, so now we got to stick around to make sure that these all stay working for at least a short time. Because, of course, we still have to deal with the coal bug. Oh, yeah, nice tilled action there. Awesome. Okay, so let's just make sure these are all running for a minute or so. But with 18 now online, that should give us a fair amount of power. Okay. Yep, do that, do this. Yeah, 1530. We're only using, well, we could use 1100 if I have everything turned on, but that's way more than the 1530 that we're producing at the moment. As long as these guys don't quit. Okay, well, all right. I'm going to assume they're not going to quit. You know what assume means, dudes? Assume is a bad word. Okay, I'm going to take a risk anyway. What the heck? So, 18 machines. Obviously, we can't do 24 because that fourth node is covered up with this big, ugly rock, which, of course, stops us from expanding there. But we would probably use that for something else one day anyway. So now we have at least enough power to run the entire new base. Can I plug my toaster in now? Maybe. You can plug the toaster in, but you have to unplug the hairdryer. Just saying. You can get away with most equipment, but the hairdryer and the toaster are probably still going to give you a problem. But luckily, I left my hairdryer back on Earth, so I don't have to worry about that. And I think they actually have a toaster here. They actually have a toaster in the base. So I'm pretty sure I can use the toaster because I don't have a hairdryer in the first place. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is where you fell off last time. Don't fall off this time. It's bad. There you go. Nice. Yay! We don't have to go swimming in the water. Alright. So now for the next Mark IIs. What do we need for the next Mark IIs? What do we need to make motors? Well, you need stators for motors. This, of course, is all upset with me because, of course, we don't have real steel hooked up here yet. We should try and do that here shortly. Motors. Yep, motors. You bet. Stators is pipe and wire. Right. Sure. Okay. Let's try to fix up the steel that we have going on here. So, Mark II, all the things. Preferably Mark III. Listen, what does Mark III belt take? Mark III belt. What do you want? Okay, you can have that. You can have that first. 400. You bunch of rip-off bums. I know I don't got 200 of that yet. I can't. 400. Gee whiz, 400 plate. How you doing? 92. Well, better than none, I guess. What we will do, though, is I am going to take that 92 because we want to upgrade more Mark II stuff. We need more Mark II miners, specifically right underneath us. We gotta start shuffling some lines around to keep handling that load, so we can bring more of this online. Again, will I get it all online today? Probably not till later tonight when I'm offline late at night doing my things. But at least if we can get its own steel beams being made, that would be nice. So what? Oh, I don't want to be here. I want to be over here. Yes, I would love to have Mark III belt at the moment, but we're not going to get that just yet. Just shove it right in here, dude. There you go. Take these 15 beams out. So Mark II. Who's going to get Mark II stuff next? Well, you can only afford to do one. So, let's see. Do you want to do... Let's do the miner that does those guys over there. Okay. All right. And then I suppose I don't know if I'll have enough to do the rest of that or not. So guess what you forgot to get? Yeah, you forgot your equipment workshop behind. Darn it. I hate it when I do that. See, the problem with upgrading is it doesn't know to use the portable miner that's already there. So you have to make two, but then it gives you one back. And you don't want these things. Like, it's like, ugh, I don't want that. What do I want that for? Like, use the one that you have. Just use the one that you've got already. It would be perfectly fine. But no, it doesn't want to do that. So now... Right, so now this is where we measure this to Mark II. Boop. Yep. Okay. Okay. Mark II. Mark II. Mark II. I know it's overlapping clearance. Mark II. But see, now I shouldn't need this one anymore. Right? That's the whole purpose. Okay, I say that, but I'm going to need the other one. I am going to need that on purpose. But this is where I need to split this off, right? So I need to do this. I need to do this temporarily. Yep. And then now you need a splitter here. 5. Turn. Okay, I don't know why I'm not getting the arrow for that, but whatever. So you need this to continue. You need this to continue, because now we're going to take that 120 and split it, right? Do that to that, do this, and this will upset a few things for a second. So now, see, there we go. Now, the other one I'm actually going to leave here. I'm going to leave the line here and everything. Why? Because I still have other machines to bring online. I'll show you. So I actually have to bring on another whole set of machines here. And these machines will need a line of their own. But I don't need them right away. So these, as you can see here, these machines are offline, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I do actually need to leave that line here. I can't just delete that whole line. I'm going to use the miner temporarily to handle. You've been playing for 2 hours. Don't forget, you have a FICSIT protein bar now. Now with 10% more natural ingredients. Awesome. So I'm going to leave the line here. I don't want to destroy this line and all this stuff. I don't need all the junk inventory, though. Sure. And so I will leave the line here, but now I'm going to start to divert some of this stuff around, right? Okay, so I can't afford to make another Mark II miner anyway, because you only had 5 encased industrial beams, and you need more than that. So you have to come up here. Daytime in the city. Oh yeah, it's the morning. Okay. Sure, we'll grab that for now. You actually got a fair amount of pipe here, dude. You know what? Let's convert this machine over to doing this. There you go, and you can have those back. We might as well just get steel beams coming out of these first 3 machines. We got enough pipe there at the moment, I think. And then we can give that down to this one machine. There we go. Yeah, do that. And I'll take your 31. Okay, so that's going to get me 3 more. So I'll upgrade those 3 miners underneath. Okay. Why are you running around like Jason Chainsaw? Well, because there is a small portion of the base that is still running on biomass. And gosh darn it, I still need to fill them things every once in a while with the crazy chainsaw. The other thing is, of course, is I do need to clear the land every once in a while. So, yeah, I'm afraid the Jason analogy is still going to stick around for a little bit longer. That's for sure. Yeah, so see, like thanks for handing me the free portable miner that I probably don't want. You're always going to end up with this extra portable miner that you just hate yourself for. Okay, so that's coal. All right, so I need to upgrade you. Sure. We want to upgrade you to this. Excellent. And then we want to upgrade all your belt. What do I got? 51? Ugh, terrible. 51 it is. We'll upgrade that. Right, so now you're putting out 120. Is that what you're doing? No, you're putting out 60, so I don't actually have to upgrade you anymore. Yeah, okay, so we'll leave it at that. That's fine. This is putting out 60, so now the iron is actually keeping up with the coal for the time being. Not saying we're filling up much more than that. Let's see. We could upgrade that one because, of course, we're stealing some. We were stealing its stuff, so now I can give it back so as it can at least try to keep up with these lines. So we'll do that. Okay. So to hand this one off to steal, I had to steal one of these lines. So now this should allow us to put this back together. If we go to Mark IIs, there we go. So now at least this guy will put out his 30, right? Or he's going to put out his 60, which will put 30 on each line, which now puts this back to the way to run half of that factory up there. So that'll be fine. All right. Let's. What are you doing? Are you? Yeah, you're a Mark 1. All right, I'll finish upgrading you. But then we're gonna go upstairs to do the rotors part, or the stators, because I won't be able to fix much more of this right now. I got to give it a little time to build up some steel plating. There we go. Done. All right, you know what? And I'm actually going to leave this miner down here just because it's a pain in the butt. Yep, here, you can have that. All right, there we go. So now we'll set up our stator. It's just a mini stator. Going to put in some lights down here. No. It's the underworld. Nobody looks down here. Up here, sure, we can put lights and fancy things, but in the underworld, nobody's going down there. The dirty people live down there. We don't put any lights in the underworld. Okay, I guess we'll put the stators over here. Stators, rotors. Okay. Yes. I just realized I've been blowing through all my I'm blowing through all my plates really bad. I should probably try and shut some of them down. Sure, he says. Yeah, like you ain't got enough plates to do squat, dude. So stators, 3 pipes, which is right across from us, and 8 wire. The 8 wire aren't even close to us. I have to bring them down on a belt. I could shove that belt underneath in the deep dark dungeons. Of course I am. And then just bring it up. Sorry, Jeff, no lights for you, man. No, Jeff's gonna be fine, right? Where's Jeff at? He's over there. He'll get lights. He'll get landing lights at some point in time, right? We'll build him a set of landing lights. Jeff's okay. Just nothing for the creepy guys downstairs. I don't know I don't know what goes on downstairs. I don't need to know most of the time. It's perfectly fine. So there's the pipes that we're gonna get most of the time. I guess we'll run them pipes over here, and then do it that way. Okay, that's cool. I was trying to figure out where I'm going with my next maneuver here. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Do you want to bring that copper right down there? Sure, he says. Can we pull that off? Probably. But for now, how about we just make the 3 machines that are going to make stators so as we can make motors? All right. Because that's what that's what we want the stream for. All right. Okay, but we need a little bit more of this because you ran out. So the plan will be, I do need to upgrade my, oh, that's one I should do. Okay, well, I won't worry about it right now. But I do need to upgrade this miner over here. This is the only copper node we're using at the moment, and this is the copper setup. Now, this was always temporary anyway, until we got it turned around, turned it around the proper direction to get the stuff. Now, a lot of stuff here is also, remember, this is a supply base, right? So, you know, this is all supply. It's not really meant to, you know, be as a functional base. The one thing we do use as functional parts of it, though, is this wire, because we do make a small amount of motors here, but we don't use wire for anything else here. This copper node here is just used mostly for my personal use. So we will turn this sideways so as we do get a little use of the copper here, and then we can take care of it that way, and then we can go from there. You betcha. All right. I will probably swing this all around offline just to turn it all to face that way, and then run the copper line down the back of this to handle that. Okay, so now let's go build them last two machines. We'll put in we'll try to put in the infrastructure at least for it. So that way when it's ready to be hooked up, we can do that. And 3, there we go. And again, this here is not to make mega motors or anything. Like, this is not my motor setup for my turbo motor setup. This is just my own supply, right? My own little supply of motor assembly, right? Where are we? Okay. And somewhere around there. And the other one goes here. So, motors. You want 10 per minute, right? How many are you spitting out? 5, 10, 15. So, I could put in one more. That's gonna ruin your wonderful track here. Nah, we'll leave it. Okay, so that's fine. So you're gonna be my motors. Okay, you're my motors. You guys are my stators. Yep, you're good. So are you, and so are you. Okay, let's get the. I should put them into a box. Okay, I'll deal with that in a minute. We can put the boxes right here, probably. If I'm willing to move these over just a wee bit, like a wee bit, you could do that. Okay. Can I get a box in there? No, see, it's, well, you can. It's really tight. Okay, we'll make it work. Okay, mergers, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. Here's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Okay, there we go. So the stators will come out, go into that box. Wow, that's a little ugly, but okay. And sure, it's perfectly fine, he says. No problem. And you're going to go into that box? Sure, he says. We'll go here, logistics, mark 1s, do that. Okay, what's wrong? What? No. All right, what do you do? What do you mean? Did I put them in backwards? Yes, I did. Oh, that's because you're storing them down here at the moment. Well, of course you are. Let's stop doing that. We'll turn this belt around to store them all at the end, like the other ones. Wonder how many I've got in that box already, because these machines have been running for a while. So, how many stators do we got in there? We actually got a fair amount. We're definitely not broke. Yeah, we're not broke. We'll take that. 1, 2, 3. Yes, when it comes time to actually start building the outside the base, like, you know, start getting, like, building up motor build for the turbo motor build and the build of the building things. Yeah, that's when it's going to get pretty crazy. So now we've got this swung around to the right direction. Okay, and then we can hook you up there. Let's get this box moved over. How's your inventory look? It should fit, I think. Is it going to fit? Nope. How many did it leave behind? 82. Well, there you go. I'll come back for them. All right. So the stators go up top. Boop, like so. I will keep 200 on me for building things later. But we'll grab these other 82 down here. Boop. There we go. Got to get me some running legs. I suppose that doesn't come up for a little bit longer yet. Really? You're going to give me a hard time on this or what? Thanks. Do that. All right. So now the backside of this. The backside of water. Where do you want to shove this at? I'd like to keep this lane clear. Because this is where the ramp starts. To go down, right? Which runs really nice this way. I could put the motors on top of that. It's not that I can't. It's just going to look a little goofy, but why not? I mean, these are my personal use motors. It's not like I got to have them go anywhere. So do this. Right. We're going to do that right there. So, motor comes out, and then we're going to do that, and we're going to stick that right on there like this. Will it turn in? No, I knew you were too good to be true. Whatever, you're a bum. I'll do it this way instead. Yeah. Knew it wouldn't do it. I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. I'll have to do it this. And the issue is that I think these are just too close, so we'll have to do it this way. That's fine. Okay, second attempt. Here we go. Give me that. Okay, two. Right there. Now you'll do it. There you go. So that's where the motors are going to end up. Now... we got to fix the backsides. The backside of water. So take this out. The pipes are going to come from across the street. Well, that's great. Sure, he says. Okay, splitter away, dude. So the splitters are running here. Yeah. There's no way that is where that's supposed to go, is it? No. Why are these so bad? I have messed this up somehow. Yeah, these aren't even in the right spot. That's why that thing is there. because these are in the wrong spot. How did I mess that up so bad? I mean, they're working. I don't know how they're working, but they're working. Okay, well, that's fine. You know what? maybe it's time for me to go have some supper, and I will fix the backside of water here afterwards. But okay, that's fine. So steel is running. We've got Mark II stuff. We've got Mark II stuff. We've got increased power. We've got a small assembly setup for my personal use motors. The rest of the base is all set. So we've got all the frames ready to go. Yep, frames are good. This here is for heavy modular frames. These machines here, that is the only thing they're going to be used for. So I can bring them on towards the very end once I have heavy modular frames. But everything else is good to run, I think. So, next episode is where we're going to try and do next assembly parts, right? Right. So the stators, again, I'll pull the stators for making the automated wiring from my personal motor stash, right? Same as I'm going to pull the rotors off for making my smart plating stash. That's why we're saving up a bunch of rotors, right? And then, of course, the versatile framework. Well, I've got a bunch of frames ready to go. So we're good to go there. So this is the next episode. We're going to probably push for phase 2 right out of the supply base. And we'll do it that way. Yeah, for sure. Where are we gonna run this one up at? Let's run it up there. I'll do my departure greeting of the things on top of the hill. And then go have a bite to eat. You betcha. So, another productive day here in FICSIT lands. We should be, of course, tonight, what I'll probably do is I'll probably just keep pushing towards getting Mark II stuff down. Like, I'll run over to that coal over there, right? Get a Mark II miner on that so as it can pump coal over here faster. I'll probably replace the rest of the miners here to Mark II. So of course I can start feeding these off, and so that way we can bring the rest of this factory all online, right? And then of course we want to get these to fill up as well, right? So as we can get these fully functional. So then I will probably clean this up, turn it sideways so as it faces us this way, so as I can get the wiring to come out to just to feed the little motor production that we have going on here, right? And the stators that are required. So that will handle that. That's what I'll probably clean up tonight. Cheater! Whatever. So, with that, I'm Max. This has been Satisfactory 1.0. You betcha. And, of course, big thanks to those recent subscribers, as their names are going at the bottom of the screen. Of course, to Chi, Mr. Johnson, and Kroll. It's always good to see you guys kicking around. And, of course, to everybody out there who watches afterwards. I appreciate that very much. Tomorrow, should I not have the crazy migraine headache that I had today, and I was really worried I wasn't going to get to play today. Really, Noko is kicking around here? Did I not see Noko say hello anywhere? Oh, that's from yesterday. That's yesterday's list. Anyway, that's fine. I got it. I know who's here today. I know who. Well, I mean, you know what? Well, I mean, a shout out to Jamie, of course, because, you know, he got the little one. He's taking care of him. Of course, a shout out to Sanchez and Noko, because, of course, they're awesome. They're awesome. And Mr. O, of course, working away. Preparing for the fall season. I know he's busy guy. So, of course, a big thanks to everybody who watches. I do appreciate that very much. It is awesome overall. And, of course, like I said, we're going to probably push for phase 2 completion for tomorrow and throw it into the space elevator that is right behind me. Yeah, we'll throw it in there and get on to probably... Well, I guess that means oil processing, Yikes. And that means we're going off to the Gold Coast to probably start preparation. Well, for two things. One, we'll have to use half the oil wells out there to handle the power needs that we'll need. But two, it should be our first refineries, I would think. So plastic, rubber, all the things. Holy smokes, things are moving along. And then we got to actually start planning our first big factories, right? Turbo motors and AI limiters and the train stations and all the things. It only gets bigger every day, people. It's only been 3 days, and things are getting bigger all the time. It is what it is. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and doing the stuff. I'm off to have a bite to eat. As I said, as long as my head doesn't explode tomorrow, we'll play a little bit. We'll have a little fun, do a little things. I will see you all on the next one. Take care.